You need to do this in Black Ops 6 Zombies right now. You can literally get hundreds of thousands of XP, unlock all of your zombies camos easily, and you can also beat the Easter eggs if you want. But the point of this video is to show you guys the newest feature in Black Ops 6 Zombies called Directed Mode. This is a special variant of the Zombies experience that is meant to help guide casual Zombies players into completing the main quests for Liberty Falls and Terminus. But the truth is that the Directed Mode is so much more than that, and it solves a major problem that was plaguing Black Ops 6 Zombies before it was just added with Season 1. So yeah, if you guys do find this video helpful and you want to see some more Black Ops 6 stuff like this, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. So, in terms of the Black Ops 6 Zombies camo grinds, the biggest pain point was, and still is, the difficulty spike that happens at roughly round 30 and above. It makes it nearly impossible to work on critical kills, as well as makes grinding the later challenges very tedious. But the new Directed Mode drastically improves the camo grinding experience, and I'm going to show you guys how you can benefit from the Directed Mode and not only progress your camo challenges, but also gain a ton of XP and other kinds of progression in the process. So as you guys can see here, I'm currently Prestige 7 level 36. I have one battle pass token that I can use to claim the Krieg C assault rifle here. This is the brand new AR. I have never used this gun before, but we're gonna get it either leveled up super high or potentially even maxed out right now. This isn't necessarily super ideal because it would be good to have some attachments, but I'm just gonna show you guys how fast we can level this thing up. So there you go, Krieg C with no attachments at all. Pretty much everything else we're gonna bring into this doesn't really matter. Obviously, I played a good bit of zombies, so I do have a decent amount of augments and I've got some good upgrades. But if you're brand new to zombies, you can go ahead and research your augments and you can start working on stuff. I mean, right now I'm about to level up my TikTok ammo mod. But the main reason I want to make this video is because some people don't understand zombies, or they're just very casual and they're not sure if they want to get into it. And that's kind of the whole point of Directed Mode. It makes it so easy to not only get into zombies, but also just get a ton of stuff done. So we're going to go ahead and click select mission. We're going to turn off squad fill. We're going to go to Directed Mode here. And as you can see, it says complete story quests with guidance and a maximum round cap of 15. And I'll show you guys exactly what this means once we get loaded in. We're going to play solo and we're going to be playing on Liberty Falls, which I've already done. I already beat the directed quest, but I also beat the Easter egg early before with some friends. But for now, we're going to go ahead and load up solo. Let's get it started. Okay, we're loading up onto Black Ops 3 Liberty Falls. Okay, so as you can see, we've loaded into Liberty Falls, and there are going to be some things that are missing from the map that you might be used to if you played the main experience. As you can see, there's no rampage inducer. You could activate this machine to kind of make the rounds, especially the early rounds, go by faster. It does make the difficulty of the game a little bit harder, but for the first 5 rounds or so, I mean, the zombies are really slow, they're easy to kill, so it just makes the first couple of rounds really easy to do. But the directed mode of the game does not have the rampage inducer. But this isn't the only function that we're going to be missing on the map. From what I've seen, you also can't melee the vending machine to try to get some kind of special power-ups or drops from it. You can't even get a bag of chips. I mean, how lame is that? I want my Sunshine Crisp. Come on, Treyarch, I'm starving. Okay, that was just a joke, but yes, you can't do that. And if you guys have played the regular experience, you might have noticed this thing called Sam Trials, where you can pay 500 points or so, and you can complete limited time trials in order to get some rare rewards. That's also disabled. They basically tried to remove any other kinds of distractions so you could just focus on the main quest. I did not want to get that. It happens. Now, as you can see, we're on round 3 and it says round cap at 3. What this means right now is that the difficulty of the rounds is not going to get any more difficult than what you would come to expect at round 3. What we essentially have here is unlimited round 3s in zombies. Now, obviously, to maximize your camo grinds, you don't necessarily want to be at this low of a round the entire time, but there are some guns in Black Ops 6 that are just terrible. Absolute garbanzo beans, and you would not want to take that trash beyond a certain difficulty. Well, now you don't have to. There are 2 specific examples that I think fit this build perfectly, and that's going to be the GS45, which you can actually buy off the wall right here. I'm not going to waste my points on it now, but the GS45 and the LR762. Both of those guns would benefit heavily from staying on a lower round difficulty, because when you pack-a-punch them, it's almost impossible to get critical kills with them because they turn into explosive damage weapons. So realistically, you'd have to get salvage and upgrade the rarity of those weapons, and you'd have to avoid pack-a-punching them. This makes it very, very difficult to see any kind of benefit and any use from those weapons in the later rounds. But since we have a situation like this where we can just play round 3 on repeats as much as we want to, in theory, you could just go ahead and buy this pistol and stay on this round, and you can get all of your critical kills on round 3, which is absolutely insane, and you would not be able to do this without directed mode. But obviously, for the sake of this video, we are not going to be staying at round 3. We're going to progress a little bit more, which, by the way, you guys might have noticed, and I think this could be the case for directed mode specifically. There's 2 things I've noticed after playing it for roughly an hour or so and completing the Easter egg. It seems like not only is the difficulty by and large just easier than regular standard zombies, but on top of that as well, it seems like the game potentially spawns more power-ups. I've noticed that I get at least 1 or 2 power-ups almost every single round. I don't know if I'm just tripping or not, but I swear it feels like you don't get nearly as many when you're playing regular zombies. I mean, look, we just got double points. Come on. I mean, that's just extremely good. We almost have 10,000 points and we haven't even bought the first door. I mean, come on. So yeah, in a nutshell, what we're doing right now is we're playing Liberty Falls with training wheels. And honestly, I think a lot of players are going to prefer it that way. One of my buddies, Solba, who is literally a Zombies fan first when it comes to Call of Duty, I was just messaging him on Discord and he's having an absolute blast with the directed mode. Like, it's just so incredible. And I'm going to show you guys as we keep going, it's just going to get better and better. But I actually kind of made a little bit of a mistake. I did rush ahead. When you buy that first door, you're going to notice that the round cap is going to go up to 5. And since I just bought this second door out here that gets out of the bowling alley, the round cap is now going to go to 7. Personally, I would recommend going up these stairs and just going ahead and buying the next section because then you can access the arsenal over here and you can start to buy some upgrades. Personally, I'm going to put napalm burst on. It's still really good, but you might have just noticed that once we have access to this area, the round cap is now going to go to 9. Now, I do want to show you guys something that's pretty concerning, and honestly, you don't want to mess this up if you're going to be playing directed mode. Speaking of which, we're almost out of ammo. Oh god. I could buy the door and pack a punch, but I don't want to do that quite yet because it would mess up this next step. So we're just gonna buy some ammo for cheap. I want to keep like 1 zombie left and I want to show you guys something. Some people might know this, but if you're brand new to zombies, you wouldn't know this. On Liberty Falls, there's a secret Easter egg where if you shoot these 5 cans over here without missing a single bullet, and it can't be a papped weapon. I've noticed if you use a papped weapon, it won't work. But if you can knock down all 5 of these cans, you'll get Deadshot Daiquiri for free, which is definitely a really nice bonus, especially early on. However, there is a catch in directed mode. Oh, we already have 100 crits. Beautiful. I mean, I know this is round 5, but it weirdly doesn't feel like round 5. It still feels like round 1 in terms of difficulty. I love it. Directed mode is absolutely perfect if you're someone who otherwise maybe wouldn't really play zombies, or, you know, maybe you had a long day at work or a long day at school and you just want to, you know, unwind, play something that's going to require basically no brain power, but still be able to get a lot of XP, a lot of progression done. But yeah, we're at round 7, and honestly, I think we're at that point now where we could just go ahead and buy the door. We could pack a punch the Krig, pack a punch our gun, noise. And there you go. The round cap is now going to go up to 11. Now, obviously, it's a bit early to say this, but this is basically the sweet spot. Round 11 is kind of like that perfect in between of not too easy, but also not too difficult either. I mean, honestly, I was grinding round 15. Even round 15 is not that bad. So if you want to progress the story and, you know, push things a little bit further along, you can do that too. It really just boils down to what you're comfortable doing. You can also still just kind of farm the early rounds if you want to, kind of over level your guns in a sense. Like you could get a lot of rarity upgrades and you can pack a punch a bunch of times, buy your perks, do what you got to do, and then you can start to progress further. But overall, I do kind of feel like round 11 is pretty comfy. Now, one thing I want to do as well is I will be using full double XP for like everything, but I do want to wait until we get to like round 15 or so. I want to have every upgrade I'd possibly want. That way we're fully good to go when we start this grind. Now, this is obviously a really popular, really common grind spot because you can just stay up here, you can train the zombies, and you can also hit the Der Wonder Fizz machine, and you can just start to slowly build up all of your perks. We also just got an insta-kill, so I mean, like, come on. This is what I'm saying. I mean, look, we got 2 power-ups per round. It's just so easy. It's beautiful. We can just start unloading on the perks. We'll get Deadshot. We'll get Speed Cola, Quick Revive. I've got some pretty good upgrades for Elemental Pop, so I'll probably want to go for that next. There you go. 200 crits with the Krig already. Okay, so there you go. We've ended round 10. Now we got to round 11, and here's a pretty interesting question that some of you guys might have. Totally hypothetical scenario. This definitely didn't just happen to me tonight. Let's say that you're playing a lot of zombies, you know, you're doing your grind and stuff, and then you get hungry, you order some Taco Bell, and then you realize to yourself, oh my god, even though this is super easy, like this is, you know, Super Weenie Hut Jr. version of zombies, you still can't eat Akimbo burritos and play this at the same time. So what do? Well, if you find yourself in this very precarious scenario, there is something that you can do. It's another one of the goated features of Black Ops 6 Zombies, which is called Save and Quit. I do want to clear the vermin round first, but I want to show you guys something pretty interesting, because obviously we're at the round cap 11. And as you guys might know, in the regular zombies mode, you can only save and quit once per round. So what happens if you're playing directed mode and you're at round cap 11 and you just keep replaying this round over and over again? Can you only save and quit once, or can you save and quit as many times as you want to? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we're now officially at round 11 and we're gonna save and quit. As you can see here, we got some battle pass progression, which is pretty cool. We did get some XP, but not quite a lot because we didn't pop any double and we didn't really play all that much. But as you can see, the game saved at round 11 for Liberty Falls, and I will BRB because I gotta go eat some gorditas.
2,000 years later.
Okay, guys, it's 5 a.m. I ate way too many tacos, but you know what? The grind, it does not stop. Now, here's what's pretty interesting as well. We did manage to get the Krig C to level 5, and we should be able to put some attachments on this thing and load right back into that same match and have the attachments on the gun. At least I'm pretty sure. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. But I'm still gonna try it anyway, because this can increase our salvage drops by having a suppressor. We can put on a vertical grip. We can also get extended mags, which is definitely really good for zombies. I think that might be as much as we can put on, but honestly, even this this. Just having the gun at level 5 and having these 4 attachments is pretty huge. I'm gonna see if this will cheese it because I actually did this before by switching around my augments because I had some of my augments messed up before. But yes, now we're gonna click select mission and we're gonna go to our save file, turn off squad fill just in case, but go to the save file and we're going to go ahead and load up our Liberty Falls directed mode at round 11 and we're just gonna pick up where we left off. Okay, so we're loaded back in and as you can see, we only have 16 rounds for some reason, and we have to redo the vermin rounds. I think I might have saved and quit a little too soon. That might be on me, and I also don't have those attachments, so you can't cheese that. But you can switch your augments around. I did test that before, and it did work. But here's the thing. Since we're in directed mode, you're basically stuck at round 11 until you progress the main quest. Let's say things are going horribly wrong, and I need to save and quit right now. Can I do that? The answer is... oh. Okay, so it actually says that save and quit is unavailable and that it's available in round 12. So that is kind of concerning. If something goes wrong, you might have to actually progress beyond the round that you're playing at. But yes, we just cleared the round. Let's see if we can save and quit now. Okay, you can. It says it will be saved at the start of round 11. Any progress made during the round will be lost. So I think the way this technically works is you would need to kill all the zombies for the rounds and then wait for it to cycle again. And then once that new wave of zombies spawns, you could save and quit and you're going to pick up where you left off. I do apologize about that. Hopefully it's not too confusing. But ultimately, if you need to take a break or if you want to just like stop for a little bit and then come back to it, you can do that. Also, free chopper gunner, beautiful. Just in case things somehow go wrong, which I don't think they possibly could on this difficulty. But next up, we definitely want to get some armor as well. Gonna upgrade the rarity of our gun again, and basically you're just gonna keep repeating this process until you get your gun at the maximum level, at least if that's what you're trying to do. With the Krieg C, it works out pretty perfectly because once this thing gets to legendary rarity and it's Pack-a-Punch level 3, it's gonna be able to do maximum damage. And once it's able to do that, we definitely want to try to go to round 15 because that's gonna spawn the highest amount of zombies without the difficulty spike getting too crazy. The best way that I can describe this is we're trying to over level ourselves for a situation that doesn't really require it at all. The best way I can describe this is if you guys have ever played Pokemon games. It's kind of like when you pick your starter Pokemon, like let's say you picked a Charmander, and before you even fight the first gym, you decide to evolve it all the way to Charizard for some crazy reason. It's like you don't need to do that, but it makes the entire rest of the game extremely easy. I know that's an arbitrary example, but it still applies here. In fact, this is so easy, we're just gonna go ahead and keep progressing the Easter eggs so we can get to some harder rounds. Okay, so the last little bit of gear we need is the level 3 armor vest right here. We're gonna go ahead and pick that up. It's expensive, but it'll be worth it. It just means that we basically can't die at all. Like, it's just really not possible, man. Right now, our game is basically like a Tesla autopilot. It's gonna do everything for us. We can be half asleep and the game will still play itself. Which does take me to another interesting point, which is when should you not play directed mode? Because obviously this experience is not going to be for every single person that plays Call of Duty. If you're someone who's really hardcore into zombies and you want a challenge, you don't really need to be playing this. Obviously, if you prefer to just have a challenge, then you don't really need to play this because this is as easy as it gets. But at the same time, you don't really need to go out of your way and judge people for playing something that's easier because ultimately how someone else decides to play and enjoy zombies isn't really going to affect you. I know some people might get weird about that, but I mean, like, realistically, this is PvE. It's not that big of a deal. People are going to want to be able to play and enjoy it how they want to at their own pace. But there is another scenario where this is not going to be nearly as good for you, and it's for the people who are a little bit further along in the zombies camo grind. It's still a little bit early to say how effective directed mode could be for specifically trying to farm manglers and killing the elite zombies like the abominations and the amalgams on Terminus, especially because it looks like you can't necessarily just infinitely save and quit on one rounds. Like, you will have to at least wipe all the zombies and then you could save and quit. So I think if you're starting to near the end of your camo grind for zombies, this might not necessarily be as effective. If you absolutely need to experience end game difficulty in order to complete challenges, or if that's just what you like to do, then honestly, you're just not going to benefit from this as much. However, if you're a much more casual zombies player and you want to beat the Easter egg for the first time, but you don't know how to do it, or you just want a really easy way to get some of those early critical kills done for your guns, or even just rank your guns up, or even just get regular player XP, possibly even battle pass tokens as well, this is an incredible way to get it done with little to no effort. I mean, it's just so good. I'm gonna sound like a broken record by the end of this video, but I swear to you, if you're playing this mode and things somehow aren't going amazingly for you, you might need to go see a doctor. Because honestly, man, this is one of the best improvements I've seen to Call of Duty Zombies in a hot minute. And maybe that is just because I am mostly a multiplayer guy when it comes to Call of Duty and I play zombies pretty casually. I am well aware of that, but I don't see why that wouldn't be a positive. I don't see why that wouldn't be a good thing. This kind of just feels like a special year for zombies for Call of Duty. Like, I feel like people who otherwise really wouldn't play the zombies mode in these games, it's gonna become a lot more accessible and a lot more fun for those types of players. I'm telling you, man, Infinite Round 11 is just so chill. I really do feel like this is the sweet spot. Like, if you really don't want any kind of challenge at all, if you have these perks and these upgrades to your weapon, it is just a complete piece of cake. And a delicious one at that, because we're gonna be getting so much XP, so much progression for the Krieg C, which we just unlocked. And this is great too, because I know some people don't like to go into multiplayer with level 0 guns with no attachments. So if you want to do this first, you could absolutely do that. Take it into zombies, rank it up real fast, and then take it right back to multiplayer. Or possibly even Warzone. I mean, the Warzone Season 1 update is out, and I haven't even played it yet. And the Krieg is already at level 9, and we haven't even used any double XP yet. And that's what's pretty sick about this part of the Easter egg, is we can also just go ahead and start using the jet gun. Just go over here, we can go ahead and craft that. And there you go, you got your first wonder weapon if it's your first time, you know, doing this. Also, as you can see, the round cap did go up to 12. So after this round, the difficulty is going to increase, but I mean, just barely, it's going to increase. 600 crits already. I mean, we're almost halfway done with the crits already, bro. Again, like I mentioned, the problem with regular zombies is the difficulty spike. A lot of people end up exfilling anywhere between round 15 to round 30 because the difficulty of the game just gets insane. It starts spawning so many manglers, you gotta deal with abominations. The armored zombies just tank so much more damage, it gets ridiculous. At the time of making this video, when you go to play directed mode, it's just completely different. And you know, that's the other thing too, like, it doesn't just have to be weapon camos and stuff. You can also do like your field upgrade challenges. You can just be blasting them, blow them up with equipment, whatever you gotta do. I mean, look at that. See, we just got our Dark Flare Mastery Badge. That's gonna get us some extra XP as well. And that's gonna do it for the Krieg. It's already at level 10, but we're gonna continue moving the Easter egg along so we can get to higher rounds and slightly increase the difficulty so we can get even more kills, which will be really good for camo grinding and also just getting a lot of XP. Again, you don't have to make the game this difficult if you don't want to. This is personal preference, but I do want to get to the hardest difficulty in directed mode, which is really not saying much, but we're still gonna do it anyway. All right, and this part isn't too bad. It's gonna spawn an elite real quick. Go ahead and get his health down. Okay, that was really fast. He's almost dead already. We have to take him over here. Come on, Thrunkus. Bring that Tunkus over here. And he's glowing purple, and we did it. Beautiful. Got a free max ammo. Okay, and we only have one more. And as you can see, now we've capped out at 15. This is the highest round you can possibly play. And if you're not familiar with the Easter egg, we're only really one step away from being able to do the final boss. So we're almost at the end. Oh, we gotta put this to medium. All right, and we did it. It's gonna spawn the last elite. This one should be an abomination. Get into the trap. And he's dead. And there you go. I forgot to mention that too. You can farm gobblegums with this too. At least I'm pretty sure. Like, if you just keep repeating the rounds, you should be able to just keep getting more and more gobblegums. You can do this until your gun is maxed out. You can do this until you need to prestige. It's totally up to you. It's whatever you want to do. Currently in Black Ops 6, this is just the easiest way to do it. I don't think there's an easier, more chill way to just be getting free XP and doing all this stuff in the game. The only other thing I can do at this point is just get my gun to legendary rarity, which would make the boss fight easier, but it will also make just killing these guys and grinding out headshots even easier, which it doesn't really get much easier than this because all of these guys are basically a one tap in the head. There you go, 800 crits already. Beautiful. Okay, so we can now get this thing to legendary rarity. Go ahead and do that, and it is fully maxed out. It's not gonna get any easier than this. Which brings me to my next point. We can go ahead and use some of those XP tokens that transfer from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 to be able to level up everything even faster. I'm gonna go ahead and use 30 minutes of double XP, double weapon XP, and double battle pass XP as well. And I think that goes without saying, but if you're watching this and there's a double XP weekend coming up, this would obviously be a great time to go ahead and start playing some directed mode on zombies. Although I gotta say, for round 15, this weirdly feels easier than round 11. I don't know if it's because it's just like right before the end of the game, the Easter egg, right before you start the boss fight. I don't know what the deal with that is because I'm not seeing manglers spawn either. It almost kind of seems like the game knows. So yeah, maybe round 11 is the sweet spot. I might have gotten a little bit ahead of myself, but I am planning to just go ahead and finish the Easter egg for a couple of reasons. The first thing that you guys should know is that unlike regular zombies, if you finish the boss fight and you win and you basically beat the map, unlike the regular mode, you don't get to have the choice of either quitting out or continuing your save, or like continuing the match. You don't actually get to do that. It will end the game and you can't continue from where you left off. So if you are going to start the boss fights, just keep in mind that you will not be able to continue grinding in the current match that you're in. You're gonna have to start a brand new one. But for where we're at right now, it kind of seems like we're just gonna be getting infinite regular zombies, which honestly, again, if you're trying to grind out just critical kills, this is perfect. Up until now, we were not able to experience this. You had to just keep climbing rounds and then eventually exfil and leave and then buy yourself up again. You'd have to buy all your perks, get all your upgrades. You don't have to do that now. You can pretty much make your gun as powerful as you want to, and you can just grind these camos out at your own pace. Honestly, with the Season 1 update, I thought I was gonna find myself mostly playing multiplayer and possibly even checking out Warzone, and obviously I'm gonna do both of those things still. But, I mean, look, 1,000 crits already. This is so good for the zombies camo grind. I mean, dude, you cannot pass up on this right now. Nebula camo is going to be a piece of cake. It's still going to be a little tedious. It's going to be a little time consuming, but it's worth it. It's a beautiful camo. How are we looking on time? Okay, we got 10 minutes of the tokens used up so far. I did want to triple upload, but it was just honestly a little too much. I was actually starting to feel kind of like sick. So I figured, you know what? This is the perfect thing to do. This is just so chill, so laid back. But since I didn't triple upload yesterday, I'm going to make it up to you guys, and I will be double uploading again today. So yeah, if you guys are excited to see another new video today, make sure to drop a like on this one. I love you guys so much. You guys have been absolutely destroying it with the support on the Black Ops 6 videos. I've been having a blast. I've been having an amazing time. I think that shows in the videos as well. It's just so good to have a good Call of Duty game, man. And I mean like a full-fledged, really solid Call of Duty game. It really does feel like it's been a minute, and I know that's true. I've been seeing comments from you guys saying that you haven't really been into Call of Duty, or you haven't seen me in years because of, you know, just kind of like how the recent games have been. If that's you right now watching this video, I'm so glad to have you back. I hope you're doing amazing, and I hope that your Black Ops 6 grind is going good so far. Hopefully videos like this can really help you guys out and make the grinds just that much more painless, because sometimes it can be pretty painful, man. Hey, there you go, level 39 already. Bro, this is crazy. And I can't wait to get to level 52 because there's a really funny skin for Maya where she looks like Battery from Black Ops 3. I can't wait for that one, dude. Battery reporting in. Yeah, I definitely need some sleep, but that's probably just not gonna happen. At least in this run, when I was on round 11, I was consistently getting manglers to spawn, and I don't know why. It felt like there were just in general more zombies. For whatever reason, round 15 just doesn't feel like it has nearly as many, but the other thing too is that our XP token only has about 3.5 minutes left, and what we're gonna do is when that runs out, I'm actually gonna pop 15 more minutes of double XP for everything, but then we're gonna start the boss fight. And that's because doing the boss fight actually will yield you a bunch of XP. It's kind of similar to when you successfully exfil out of the map in a regular session. You will notice that when you do that, depending on the round you're at, you can get a pretty big XP bonus as well. And that's just how it goes, man. Every little bit helps. I think we just got one more zombie left. Yep, he's climbing up. Sorry about that. And, okay, yeah, we got like 5 seconds left on the tokens, so we can go ahead and make our way on over here. Hey, at least we hit level 41. There you go. Okay, so we're almost ready to go. We're just gonna go ahead and hit the ammo cache. Might as well just pop the jet gun all the way up, and we're gonna start this thing. But first, gonna use some of the smallest tokens that we have. We're just gonna pop those, and we're gonna start this boss fight. Let's get it, boys. Are you guys ready for the most difficult Call of Duty Zombies boss fight in the world? Well, if you are, this is not it. Yeah, this is basically just as easy as everything else we've been doing, which is just exactly what we want. If I wanted a challenge, I would climb Mount Everest. Hey, there you go. Level 26. I'm here in a mangler. Haven't seen one of you guys in a while. And you're dead. There's another mangler up there. Come on down. Why are you hiding? The mangler's scared of me, I'm telling you. Like, if these zombies could rage quit, they absolutely would. They would not stay in this lobby. They'd be like, oh, shit. There goes that nerd with his fully maxed out weapon, diving backwards and killing us. This is embarrassing. The zombies are probably tired of the skill-based matchmaking too. They're looking at me with my upgrades and they're just like, oh god, he's the unemployment final boss. And there is your max armor. That's the first wave done. I'm hoping the 15-minute tokens are enough time. Like, this fight doesn't really take that long. And, okay, we already have 1,500 crits. Ah, maybe I should have gone for the full 2,000. I don't want this recording to be, like, super long, though. But see, that's the thing, too, is that loading back into directed mode and then getting the rest of the crits that I'm gonna need is really not gonna be difficult at all. And there it is. There's the max ammo, which means we're now on, I think, the last wave. It's either that or it's second to last, but regardless, we're gonna be fine. We're chilling. Oh, and there he is. There's the abomination. I think if we kill him, it's just gonna end, so I don't know if he wants to end this quite yet. I mean, we can. We can still farm zombies here if we want to, I'm sure. As long as we don't kill the abomination on accident. 10 minutes left on the timer, so yeah, we should actually just keep farming. I never thought I'd say that I'd be farming the boss fight, but here we are. Honestly, this might be the best way to grind the camos. I'm not gonna lie, because there's no downtime at all. It's just endless waves. The gun's at 29 now. I didn't get the 2,000 crits first, so I'm kind of like on a time crunch to get them before the tokens run out. So that's all me. That's my fault. The only thing that's a little tricky is we're not getting a lot of plates back, so I don't want to like accidentally die and fail or something. Okay, hold up. That was gross. We're gonna survive this, but like, man, see, we're just not getting more plates. Now that is an issue. The one thing I will say though is that if you do decide to grind here and just like farm the infinite spawns, this is obviously not nearly as chill as what we were just doing. Like, there is not really gonna be any downtime. Oh, God. So just keep that in mind. I mean, if you find yourself grinding this section of the game, maybe don't be completely half asleep. How much left? Okay, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. I should probably just go ahead and kill him. Oh, it was an accident anyway. And that's gonna do it. We just beat the entire map, boys. Oh yeah, you can skip the cutscene. Okay, I don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it, but I mean, I've already cleared the Easter egg multiple times at this point, so I don't need to really see that cutscene either. But there you go, over 2,600 eliminations, 1,700 crits. We almost got all 2,000 of them. But I'm not even kidding, dude. At the time of recording this video, I'm about to fall asleep. But let's see, we got 1 token. Come on, give me more, give me more. We got 2. Is it going to 3? It is going to 3. Is it going to okay, 4 tokens. Okay, topped out at 4. Not too shabby. What about the XP gains? We made it to 37. It's lagging. Ooh. 38. 39. Oh, the double XP. There you go. Oh, okay, so that was huge. I'm telling you. Made it to 41. Are we getting 42? We got 42. Maybe 43. Oh, just barely. But yeah, man, as you can see, you can get a ton of XP without even really having to try at all. As far as it goes for the Krig, we had no attachments. This thing was level 32. And if you look at our zombies camos, we're extremely close to getting Purple Tiger. We almost got all the crits. And then from there, you just have to do the special challenges and so on and so forth. This is going to make grinding for Nebula camo way easier in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And overall, directed mode is an amazing addition to Black Ops 6 Zombies. And it makes you question why something like this wasn't invented sooner. I personally think that casual zombies players and players who are brand new to zombies will see the biggest benefit from this mode. I do think that longtime hardcore zombies players will possibly not even need to play directed mode unless they really want to, but it can't be denied that directed mode is currently the most efficient way to progress your early camo challenges and rank up your guns. Now, I don't know if Treyarch would possibly nerf this mode, since that would defeat the entire purpose of its existence, which is to cater to the casual zombies players that would otherwise stick to playing multiplayer or something else. I do hope that this mode is left untouched and that players can enjoy zombies the way they want to. The future is never guaranteed, so hop on some Black Ops 6 Zombies, try out directed mode, and let me know what you think about it and if it helped you out. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that it helped you guys with your Black Ops 6 Zombies journey. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see some more Black Ops 6 stuff, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
Outcome. Train go.